papers. They're all for you guys for right now. Right in the middle of your table, you guys will have little squares that look like your exit slips. I need you to move those, put those in front of you. Don't flip them over yet. If you need some, raise your hand. For a few more people. What you guys have is an entrance ticket. I know it says exit slip at the top, but it's an entrance ticket going over what we're talking about today. Do the best that you can. I think this class should do pretty well with it, but it's skills that we've talked about the previous year. I'm only going to give you 3 to 5 minutes. I want to see where we are at 3. Put your hands down. I want to see where we are at 3, and then at 5 minutes, and then after that, we're going to get into our math work. For right now, I want you focusing on your entrance ticket. Flip it over. Go ahead and begin. Notebooks. I want you to open up to a page where you can take notes, whether it's a new page or a page that you left over on. Yep. What do you do, Lowell? Today's date is October 2nd, and then the standard I'm going to put up there is 5.nbt.5. We're going to talk about that in a second. You get 20 seconds. For you guys that have actually, that book is already open to it. Abby, whose book is that? Whose notebook is that? Yeah. Okay, since you have it open, I put the new standard and the new thing that you guys will be learning today, which I can't statement that goes with 5.nbt.5 is what? What is it, Abby?
I can multiply multi-digit whole numbers.
Yeah, you can multiply multi-digit whole numbers, and that's what we're going to start going over. The entrance ticket that you guys took today, I was used to tell me, well, how much do you guys remember? And from what I can tell, we do need to go over some things just to review. Once we do them on the board, I think you guys will start to remember, oh yeah, that's how you multiply multi-digit numbers. Just to give an idea, raise your hand if you do lattice. Use lattice to multiply multi-digit numbers. Okay, and most of you. And as I walked around looking at those entrance tickets, I could tell that's what most of you guys are doing. Raise your hand if you use traditional method. Okay, just a few. Raise your hand if you use partial products. No. Okay, guys, if you ask what it is, you probably don't do it. Okay, that's fine. Partial products is kind of similar to traditional, but I'm only going to stick with those two. So when I'm doing examples on the board, I'm only going to do a couple. I'm going to show you the not partial products, but I'm going to show you the traditional way. I'm also going to show you the lattice method. Whatever method works for you to get the answer, use it. If lattice is what you're so used to, don't change it now. If you're still confused on both, you may want to make a decision this year within the next week. What am I using that gets me the proper product? Let's start out with, I'm going to bump you guys up to 2-digit by 2-digit first. Give me a 2-digit number. We'll write these examples down in our notebook. Shelby.
27.
27. Give me another double-digit number. Lizzie. 55. Whatever I do on the board, guys, write it down. Because some of you really need these examples, and I can tell from your entrance tickets. Some of you just need a little bit of refresher, but still have this down as a reference. So when you're doing homework, doing the game that we're actually going to do here in about 5 minutes, you're going to want to use this. I'm going to do traditional first. In the traditional method, There's some things there that are similar to addition with multi-digits. That's what I'm talking about, is carrying over. When I multiply the traditional way, you start from right and you go to the left, but you start with this bottom number in the ones place, multiply it by the 7, and then eventually by the 2. But first I'm going to do 7 times 5. You guys help me out with the basic stuff. So basic multiplication fact is 7 times 5. 7 times 5 would be?
35.
Awesome, guys. It's 35. Now, kind of like addition, I can't put a 3 right here. So I have to carry it over and put it above my 2. So I'm going to put a 3 right there. Then I just continue on. What is 2 times 5? Oh, that's weak. 2 times 5. 10. Now, this part with the 3 in the upper left-hand corner, you have to add. You need to do 2 times 5 to get 10 and add that 3, which is going to be 135. Now, you guys that use traditional, there's a step that I have to do next before I start multiplying more. Caitlin, what is it?
You have to add a 0 underneath the 5.
Exactly. You have to add a 0 underneath the 5. Why do I do that? What do you think? What do you think? Think about it, Damien.
Because you're going to the next place value.
Exactly. I'm going to go to this 5, and I'm going to multiply it by this 7. But that 5 is in the tens place, so it equals 50. So it's like 50 times 7 and 50 times 10. So 5 times 7 is? That's sweet, guys. 5 times 7. 35. Then I carry my 3 over. Now, what I would do is, it might get a little confusing, like, look at this, plus 3, 3. Am I adding 33? No, see, you might get confused. So you want to cross that plus 3 out, and look at this 3. So now I need to do 2 times 5. Then I'm going to add this 3. Let's do 2 times 5 first. 2 times 5 is? 10. Add the 3, that's? 13. Then I add them all together. 5 plus 0 is? 5. 5 plus 3 is? 8. 1 plus 3 is?
4.
Down your 1. 1,485. Now today I'm going to use my calculator just to check my work. And you guys will too once you guys get together in the next activity. Once it pops up here. Oh, wrong one. So my two numbers were, what were they real quick? 2755. Okay. So I'm going to do 27 times 55, 1,485. So I'm good. So just to review again, raise your hand if you would use that. A few of you still? Okay. So the rest of you are still lattice? That's what you guys are using? Okay. With lattice, let's bump it up to 3-digit by a 2-digit. Give me a 3-digit number. Amber.
224.
Give me a 2-digit. Emily.
43.
43. Okay, with lattice, here's what a couple problems that arise with it. Some of you, when you do the boxes, maybe don't understand how to draw, and then that's where your simple mistakes come in. And then sometimes you forget to carry when you add up your rows. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this example. I'll make some mistakes on purpose just so you see it. But when you draw your lattice box, which I'll try to have some of these available to you guys, if that's something that you want to do. But you're going to make 3 columns because you have a 3-digit number. Then you have 2 rows. Now each box needs to be cut in half. Now with lattice, you just solve each box. Sometimes I think it kind of throws out place value a little bit, and it just kind of ignores the fact that place value exists. So I kind of don't like it for that way, but if it's easier for you, go for it. But whenever I point to a box, you need to tell me the product that comes out of those 2 factors. You guys do know what a product is, right?
Yeah.
Somebody tell me. Give me a real good 5th grade definition of what a product is. Abby?
A product is the answer to a multiplication problem.
Answer to a multiplication problem. So we're trying to find the big product here, but you have all these little products inside this box. Whenever I point to the box, tell me what that product is. I'm going to try to trick you. I'm going to bounce around a little bit just to make sure you're paying attention. First box is?
16.
Awesome. Next one.
12.
Alright, that's fine. enthusiasm. Thank you. All right. Now what's my next step? You lattice people, tell me what you do since you guys are experts at that. Jaden.
You add all the numbers in the rows.
Yeah, you add all the numbers in your rows using a different color. I'm going to do this row right here. This one has only one number in it, so that number just drops down and becomes a 2. This one would be 6 plus 1 plus 6. Raise your hand for these, because these might be a little complex once you think about it a little bit. 6 plus 1 plus 6. Abby. 13. Just like addition, what are you going to say? Right, carry your 1 over to the next column. So now you need to do 6 plus 8 plus 1. Don't forget this guy up here. This is where a lot of our simple mistakes are. You need to make sure that you need to add that 1 you carried over. So add up the numbers in that row. Brooklyn.
16.
What was that again?
16.
Yeah, you got 16. Carry your 1 back over. You got another one. In that next row, you have 0 plus 8 plus 0 plus 1. Emily.
9.
And then this 0, you don't have to bring over. It's basically nothing right now. So if it ends in a 0, you can't ignore it at this point. Now what I want you guys to do is this is not acceptable right now. I want you rewriting these if you're doing lattice, because I want to make sure you understand place value and where the comma goes. So I need you to write somewhere separate 9,632. Is that going to be our correct answer?
Yes.
All right, let's just check. What are my two numbers again?
224 and 43.
43? Oh, it is 43. 9,632, so we're good. Showing me with a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you think you're good with multi-digit multiplication. Okay, thumbs, or thumbs down, or you can give me an
Can we do a...
No. Okay, I want to be sure. Okay, hands down. Most of you had your thumbs up, but based off your entry tickets, I just want to be sure. I'm going to do one more example before we get to what else is there. Let's do 3-digit by 3-digit this time. I know, I did it. I'm going to do lattice since most of you are using lattice. If you're using traditional, that's fine. And if you guys are making mistakes with traditional, I'll try to iron those out as we go. Give me a 3-digit number. 3 digits, straight.
830.
Cool. Another 3-digit number, Brandon.
199.
I knew somebody was going to do that.
Brandon, really? Really?
The last class, there was 9s all over the place. They loved it. All right. 3 rows. Actually, 3 columns. Then you have 3 rows, and then you need to make sure cut all of those in half. All right, so with these, I can start pretty much wherever, as long as I'm adding them right to left. So whenever I point to a box, now a lot of you guys saw this. Put your eyes over here. Whenever I point to a box, tell me what the product is. Pay attention.
72.
Oh, come on, guys, right here.
72.
Okay, I need your eyes up here. Pencils down. We'll write these in a second. Right here.